Hello, Groove. It's David Lemon here. I am the community manager of GrooveDigital. For you who don't know me, I'm the person that is responsible in answering your questions inside the Facebook group and the Facebook community. Every Thursday, I try to do this kind of LemonAid session. You understand, like David Lemon, LemonAid. I try to help you guys out, and I take some time to actually turn on the camera, sit down with a jug of lemonade, and here is my Hello Kitty. You can see her. And I actually try to give you the best possible answers that I can. I try to give you instant answers. Sometimes you have questions that you ask from support, but I am here and I try to communicate with you. So sometimes it is better to actually have a dialogue and have options to communicate with somebody from the company like this. So this is what I try to do for you guys. And if you are not if you are new here and you didn't join us on previous Lemonade Thursdays, the rules are that I am actually sipping lemonade. Once the jug is empty, we are stopping with the lemonade and answering the questions. And yeah, basically these are the only rules. It is a very easy going. So in case you have any questions, please pop them in the chat box below. We are live streaming on Facebook and on YouTube at the same time. So in case you have any questions, any queries that you are interested in knowing about the software, about the company, then I am happy to answer them for you. But I posted an image today on the Facebook in the Facebook group that today is the number 10 of these lemonade sessions, and I wanted to prepare something interesting and something special. As you can see, special edition Groove Lemonade. Pop your questions below. And also, what are your questions about GrooveDigital company or the GrooveFunnels platform that you still don't know the answers to? Ask them in the questions below. So this was the post, and I received a couple of them that we will be going through. However, I said I will spice up the video and the live stream today. So I want to just introduce a guest that we have for today's special Groove Lemonade, and this is the one and only Donna Fox, that she is joining us today. She will be answering the questions that you guys have, and I believe you have a lot of questions. Sometimes I see people telling me, "Ooh, I asked the Groove support on when is this, or how is that, or why is it?" I'm not quite sure if the support is the best people to ask those questions, but now we have somebody that is the best person to ask those questions. So yeah, this is why she is here. Donna, if you want to say hi, this is your time.
I love that I'm bringing the spice to this session. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I am happy to answer any questions. I know that there's a whole lot of curiosity about the company, about where we're going, about what our vision is, even about why we do certain things. And we don't always entertain curiosity questions just because we're busy. So now's your time to ask all those curiosity questions too. I can give you a little insight into what's going on in the back office side of things, some of our philosophy about why we're doing certain things. If there's anything that we're doing that you don't understand or you're concerned about or you have questions about, I am the person to ask. I'm happy to spend the time and ask with you. And it's hard for me to be really active and involved in the Facebook group as much as I would love to. Believe me, I'd be in there all day if I didn't have a whole marketing department to be running. So now's a great time for us to connect.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Donna, for doing this. I already thanked Donna as like a couple of dozen times, but I will be saying it a couple of more times. So yes, we have a couple of interesting questions that we would like to start out with. But please, guys, in case you're watching this live, head over to the comment section below and drop in your comments. I know you have a lot of them, and this is the best time to get it answered. In case you thought about messaging me privately with something, or when is it coming, or why is this one, how is it, you still can, but I believe I can give you quicker answers. And not only me, we have somebody that is in this business for years and years more than me. I just joined 3 months ago, and the other day was my anniversary to, let's say that I spent 3 months with this company and I love it. And yeah, I believe there is other people that can give you better answers. So this is the time to ask them now. So yes, we already have a couple of people that joined us. Christine Case, as always, she's here. She says, remember to sip your lemonade. I need to tell you guys, for now, I never got to the end of the Hello Kitty cup. So I'm not sure if this will be done today. I will try to sip while Donna is taking over the answers. Michael is here. Hi, David. Hi, Michael. It's good to have you here. Ron is very happy. I can see all these bombs and the number 10s in there. Eldon, as always. Eldon from New Zealand. Eldon, thank you very much for joining in. I know that it is almost the middle of the night in there, so thank you very much for spending time with us at this time zone, or at your time zone. I know it is hard. Yeah, so Christine is saying hello, Donna Fox. Hello to all. Michael is also saying hello. Hi, Donna. And yes, so I have a couple of questions that I want to ask Donna first. Maybe she can give out an answer to from the questions that were popped into the questions or the comment box inside this Facebook image post that I did today. There were a couple of technical ones, but I can answer those. However, there was this question from Kiara Brunton. Will the page builder always be free? So I believe Donna can give out a better answer than what Nolan Gray did. I believe yes. So Nolan, sorry, Donna, what is your opinion about this?
So this is one of those instances where the coronavirus and COVID and our response to that really changed our business model entirely. We had planned on having a free trial, like most software does, where there's a trial for a limited period of time and you get access to our software for free. But due to COVID and Corona, we wanted to give to the community. We created a free version of the page builder, as well as made GrooveSell in its entirety, entirely free. And our business exploded as a result of that. The growth that we have seen over the last 2-3 months has been so remarkable and such a gift. And not just at the free version. I mean, we're not, obviously, if we were getting tremendous business growth, but no one was ever upgrading to the paid version, that would be a terrible business model for us. But as a result, we've seen an incredible interest of people getting the software for free. And then because it's so good and because they see the big vision and believe in us, they're upgrading for the great lifetime deal. That has changed the way we think about the business. So moving forward, our plan is to have always a free version of GrooveFunnels that will far exceed your expectation and give you more than what most people charge you money for. So the free version of GrooveFunnels is only getting better, actually. We have GroovePages, and you'll always be able to build your 3 free websites. We don't envision a time where we're going to change this. So not saying that we won't. If it stops working, we will adapt and modify and change our business model like all good businesses do. But right now, this seems to be the smartest thing for us. So anyone who gets their free GrooveFunnels account, it will always be free. We will never take that away from you because that's not cool. So that will always be free. We might at some point not have a free version that we're offering in the future. I don't see that happening anytime soon because it's just been so good for us. So when it comes to the free version of the software, we are going to have the page builder in it. We are going to have GrooveSell in it. You will get to access GrooveVideo. You will get to send some amount of email and have some amount of contacts and some amount of automations. You will get to build a membership site.
Okay, that's one.
That hasn't even been announced yet. So you're here to hear first. You will get to build a membership site on the free version. You will be able to access any and all of the elements in a smaller amount, obviously, because the company needs to make money. So we will need to incentivize people to upgrade, of course. But we will always have that free version available. And we really want to give, like, it feels so good, doesn't it? So to just give, it feels so good. And we've been on just an emotional high for months now because we're helping so many people. why wouldn't we continue to do that in a way that also makes logical sense? So we'll protect ourselves from the free versions being able to cost us too much money, which is why things like video is limited and members will be limited and like the number of contacts will be limited, because those are all things that cost us money to support. But the bandwidth for your website, the hosting for your website, that is a negligible thing for our company to support. So we can support those free users forever at those levels. So I am so excited about where this company is going and what we're able to actually do for people as part of our business model. It's I can't even tell you how grateful I am for that right now.
You see, guys, if this would have been typed out into a comment on Facebook, this would be a book. So this is why it is good to have actually these live Q&As. And I'm actually surprised. I didn't know about GrooveMember having a freemium. I believe this is a big one because I haven't seen. I am online and I buy all these lifetime deals and all kinds of different apps that I will never probably use in my life, but I've never seen a membership actually that you can create a real actual membership for free. This one I didn't see yet. There is paid plugins for WordPress and free plugins even, but they are just horrible. I believe what Groove is creating is just amazing, absolutely great. So
also, if I typed it out, you wouldn't be able to see the fact that I'm tearing up right now because like just gratitude and pleasure and excitement about this company, where it's going and what we're able to do for people. I love every single day coming to work.
Awesome. Thank you very much for that, Dana. There is a question from Eduardo. He said, I purchased a lifetime opportunity for my business, but I have a network of 6 employees, same office. Can someone tell me how to operate the network? The network. Will same password work for my employees? Thank you.
Yeah, I can answer that. So at the moment, share your password with your employees. There's one access for everyone's account. By the end of this year, we will be rolling out users and roles, which means that for each one of your accounts, you will be able to create a likely unlimited. I don't see any reason for us to limit this. Other companies do. They'll give you 3 users or 8 users, or there's no reason for us to limit that. And we're not fans of creating false limits in order to encourage you to buy higher packages like some other companies. So I don't see any reason that we'll limit users. You'll be able to create users. And not only will you be able to create different users to log into your account, you'll be able to have basically toggle switches or check boxes that allows you to give them access to only certain areas of your account. So if you have a page designer, maybe they will only be able to access GroovePages. And maybe even then, not analytics for GroovePages, because you don't want them to see the analytics. There'll be a series of checkboxes or toggle switches that will allow you to turn on and off certain access areas for your users. Now, keep in mind that it's an area of the website that you'll be able to turn on and off. So you won't be able to give somebody access to sales from one product and not sales from another product. They'll be able to see, all of your sales. And then there will be some things that, we like to, I think a good user interface protects people from making mistakes that they don't want to make. And one of the things that we'll make sure that we have in the user interface is the way to protect you from letting your staff member accidentally be able to change things like your credit card on file or your bank information or some of the higher level stuff that we will just make sure that stays in the primary user's control. Even things like creating other users. So we'll have a series of things that you can do.
I had a question from a user about this one. Will there be some people? I don't know where the information is gotten from, but somebody said that this option will be a paid option to create the agency. I've seen it in the upgrade page. Will this be actually available for free as well in the free users, or this will be only for the platinum users?
So users and roles are not agency. although they are tied together. So we can't come out with agency until we have users and roles, but they are separate things. Users and roles are at the account level and they will be available for anyone. Again, I don't see any reason why we would limit that for a free account because there's no cost to us to create some more user accounts for people. So users and roles are available to anyone. Agency is an entirely different level, and they kind of build on each other. But agency will allow you to manage other people's GrooveFunnels accounts. So what agency is, it's like a hub where sub accounts are created inside. So if you have a marketing agency and you have a number of clients, you'll be able to have your clients' accounts all managed under one interface for you. It keeps their information separate. So their users are separate, their members are separate. And although I haven't been part of any discussions about what agency will look like, because we haven't started coding it yet. So before we start coding it, we'll sit down and say, here's how we want it to operate. We haven't had any discussions along those lines yet. So just let you know that I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. But here's how some other agency models work. They give you a choice between taking on all the billing yourself so that you could upcharge someone versus having them do the billing. So I imagine we might have something similar where you can be an agency or you can assign an agency, someone who has an agency version to your account to help you run your business, but you still handle the billing or you handle the billing on behalf of your customers so that the actual cost of using this service is transparent. But ultimately, the purpose of agency is so that if at any time the agency relationship breaks off, your client will be able to, you'll be able to give your client all of their work and their information in their own GrooveFunnels account and hand it over to them. Obviously, then they would have to pay so that they could, they could mail and they could use, some of the features that aren't some of the free features. But that's really what agency does. It's about being able to use and manage under one sign-in. So that's really the difference between agencies and the users and roles.
No, it makes complete sense. I really love this user roles, that this will be available for everybody, because there's some people on the free account that don't know how to actually design and prepare their website. So they will be able to create a sub account for somebody that will come in, design it, and then basically once they're done, the owner of the account can just like delete that sub account and that's it.
Exactly.
Which is awesome. And at this point, knowing that this is coming is just awesome to know for the free users as well. This is golden.
And agency, we haven't actually discussed whether or not there would be a free level of agency. I don't think so. That really feels like a pro level. And I have no idea, because we haven't discussed it, what will be included for agency in the platinum versus other packages we may have in the future.
Yeah, I understand. I want to give you some space to breathe. I will take on more of a technical question here. So there is one from John Payne. I'm having an issue with publishing a custom domain. I have my domain with NameCheap, then run it through CloudFlare, then GrooveFunnels, but it's not working for me. Is it something you can help me with? Thank you. So John, I actually have a complete tutorial on this one. If you go to YouTube, I will also link it to you in your post. But most of the videos, I suggest you to search through YouTube, because everything that we do is going to appear inside of YouTube, and they have a very, very well coded search function, as this is from Google. So what you will be looking for is domain, GroovePages, just these two keywords, and then you will find this one. I created a full guide on getting a domain connected with GroovePages, and this is the video where I actually go through the same things that you had issues with. So getting a domain from NameCheap, connecting it to CloudFlare, and at the end bringing it over to GroovePages. I also have the timestamps over here. So let's say you already purchased your domain and you know all this stuff. What is a CDN? Is SSL free? You don't need this information. But if you want to connect it, you can just click on the different parts of the video here below, and then you can just do that. I will link it over here for you. So here you go. I believe this will help you a lot. And not only this, but we also have full guided walkthroughs. If you come to our GrooveDigital YouTube channel, there are playlists, and playlists are something that we categorize our videos through. So there is a GrooveFunnels walkthrough Groove Partner Program, GroovePages for Affiliate, set up custom domains, okay, Groove Partner Program Affiliate, another full playlist of 14 videos. So these are 1 to 2 to 5 minute short videos that are basically continuing on top of each other. Basically, one is talking on the first step on how to do this, then the next step is this one, then the next step. So you would be looking for the custom domain setup, and there is 9 videos inside here, separated in a couple of minutes videos, so that it is easier to watch. So this is also on our YouTube channel. So that is the answer to John. So at this point, I believe now we could take a question from the comment section of this live stream. Let's just see what we have. There was a question from Christine that I've seen that I believe Donna can answer. Question, Donna, do you take any me time, or is it mostly work right now?
Christine, I absolutely take me time. I really believe in the importance of having downtime. I am one of those people that's a little more regimented when it comes to time and schedules when working from home. So I'm at my desk by 8, and then I basically sit here with very few breaks until 5 or 6. Sometimes I stop earlier if there's nothing pressing around 4:30, but instead of picking something up, I might then decide that it's time to go for a swim. I tend to not work at night, other than maybe a couple of conversations with partners. And I tend to not work on the weekends unless we have a big launch or promotion, or I hop into the group and help people or answer a couple of questions. But in my nights and weekends, I really try to have a little downtime because I think it's so important to prevent burnout. So I like to work hard, play hard.
Absolutely. If you want to know my schedule, Christine, I basically sleep until 8 in the morning and then wake up, be with my family, and from 2 all the way until 2, 3 a.m. I'm sitting here and enjoying my time working with you guys. This is my schedule. Very simple. Sleep, family, work.
Yeah. So I'm sleep, work, family. Pretty much the
same. Great. I believe we need to address this one from a question from Michael. I have a question about timing for release of feature. What are the reasons that GrooveVideo webinars are delayed?
Okay, that's a great question. So we did have some delay due to our restructuring and rechanging the business model. So when we went from what our planned promotion was, we had to, and we decided to come out with a version of GroovePages for free. That took development time. So there was development time that went into making that happen. Some of the other reasons, like there's a bug right now that was when we went to finish GrooveVideo, which is pretty much done. Like I've seen it. We thought we were going to release it yesterday. It's probably going to happen today. What was happening was, as he being our developer, was uploading videos, it would crash the browser. So we're working on that. Some of the larger videos were causing browser crashes. So we're working on it. We don't want to release it in a state where it is causing crashes for larger videos. I have not connected with him this morning, but yesterday he seemed to indicate that he'd be able to push it out today. So I'm really, really hoping GrooveVideo comes out today. We were very aggressive with our development schedule. And Mike and I sat in a long, it was several hours, maybe as much as 4-hour meeting with our lead developer saying, okay, when will this feature be out? And we even asked them, like, when will it be out? Are you sure it will be out? Do you need another week? Do you need, should we maybe make it 2 weeks after that? And we came up with our development schedule, which is our best laid plan. And what they say about best laid plans, they don't happen as anticipated. So we are really pushing. Part of the reason why we sat down and created that development plan was so that we could also push our team to develop further. So those are our best guesses at when things will happen. It's development, so it's impossible to know. Like in the case of our import feature that was, we were going to release it last week. It's actually not on the schedule to be released until I think the 17th. We were going to push it out sooner, but we got the legal smackdown on that one. So it's done, it's ready, but we have to change it as a result of our legal review. This happens. This is what happens in development, and it's part of why we have such deep discounts when it comes to getting your lifetime offer now. You're getting that huge discount. It's an incredible offer. Nobody can deny that, because you're kind of assuming the risk of it might take us a little bit longer to get something out than we anticipated or planned. That's just the way development works. We don't want to roll out something that isn't great to start, or primarily bug-free. Now, that's not to say that once we roll out, you guys won't figure out how to do stuff that we didn't even anticipate, and then bugs arise just because once your product gets into the hands of a user, that's what happens. So that's why we're kind of all in this together in the development. Sorry about that. Why we're all in this development plan together. It was our best guess. Very often something is done, like in the case of GrooveVideo, it's done, but there's one little thing that stops us from pushing it out live and public. I'm going to go take care of my dogs and hand this off to you.
No problem. I'll take a question from Ron. This is a more of a technical question. I will probably let Donna answer all the business and marketing and development and when is this coming and why is it like that. But what I can answer is technical questions like what Ron asks. Just curious, is there a difference between at the block an empty container and the next one with one container? So let me just quickly jump into the builder and show you guys and Ron as well what the difference is. And there is a slight difference, but it is not very noticeable. Let me just quickly show you. So whenever you are using blocks, it is the base. It's like a piece of paper on the table. You need to bring in a block over here. Start by adding blocks to the canvas or create pages using full page templates. So you can either take page templates from the templates library, or you can start by using blocks, either design blocks or wireframe blocks. So what Ron's question is, what is the difference between this empty container block and the next one over here? So let's just pull both of them on the canvas. Let's just see. So immediately there's a slight difference, and this is because the first one is a bit bigger, wider than the other one, and this is because look at the lower menu over here. So here the first one is a container in a block. Okay, so this is the piece of paper on the table and the container. Let's say just a empty square. Inside the square, you will draw your nice image of mountains and flowers. Let's just say it like that. But when we click in the second one, that is a bit smaller from the beginning, as you can see, it is actually a bit more complex. So it is a block that has a container. So that box that we draw on our piece of paper, it has a one column layout. So this is the one column from here, as you can see here, and then inside it there is another container. So now you can edit the container. You can give this a white background. You can also select the layout and give it more of a, for example, more of a padding like that. But there you still have some container to work with in case you don't want to put some text inside this second container. You want, for example, here to have an image. Let me just show you quickly just an image in this container. So now our image is in the container that is inside the other container. Okay, so then you can, in this other container, you can put some text. It is basically giving you options to have one block, but multiple elements and rows and columns and different layouts. So this is the difference between these two blocks. Let me just go back inside. So empty. So there is the empty container, which is just block container. Now on this one, in case you want, you can put 5 columns, and then inside these 5 columns you can separate it with 2 columns and things like this. But inside, in case you're using the second block, the second empty block, there is already a 1 column layout. So this is a empty block with a 1 column layout on it. So this is the most simple answer that I can give on this one. Yes, you can use either or. There is different times I use the second one. There is the different time I most of the time use the first one, because I like to myself pull in the columns on the page, so I know exactly what I need to configure to have it exactly looking like I want it. But I can see that Donna is back, and just the next question below this one in this live stream comment section, there is a question from Rob, and Rob is asking, in GrooveVideo, can you use all the benefits of GrooveVideo but using a YouTube URL, or do the benefits only work with those videos that are hosted through GrooveVideo?
That's a great question. I don't know at the moment that it's rolled out, but I do know that when we were reviewing it the other day, and it is right now only set up for hosted videos. We were talking about why not add a YouTube link, a Vimeo link, a link to a video anywhere. So ultimately the plan is that you'll be able to link to your video anywhere and use the marketing player of GrooveVideo over it. I don't know when that will be available, but we talked about it because originally when we were designing it, we were thinking, well, people don't really want the YouTube logo over their videos, but we've been doing that for years. I mean, we've found that the longer someone is in business, the less they care about those little things. And we certainly don't care that the YouTube's logo is on our website, on our videos at all. And I don't think a lot of people will either. In fact, it lets them leverage what YouTube does so well, which is host and stream videos. So it's going to be able to keep your cost down and our cost down for video encoding and hosting. So absolutely, we'll make that available to you. That's another one of those cases where, as we were reviewing it, like, we could limit the amount of video, limit the bandwidth to encourage you to bump up to a higher bandwidth package. But why do we want to do that? Instead, we want to give you the option to be able to use the services and still keep your costs down by using a free service like YouTube to host your videos. So the answer is yes, and I don't know when.
Nice one. There was a couple of questions from Rob about emails. I'm not entirely sure if this was already set, but let's just try to give it an answer, as this is a Q&A. Is there a workaround to the fact that you said there is only one email address that emails going out of Groove? So if we can put unlimited domains, obviously we wouldn't want an email going out from another email domain. Thanks.
It's a good question. So this is another one of those areas that we feel strongly about protecting our users, and also making smart decisions on behalf of the business. And one of the smart decisions on the behalf of our business was to decide that GrooveFunnels accounts are they're individual accounts for one person or one business. So you will always only be able to send transactional emails out from one business, which means one business name in the footer of your emails, one business name on your transactions like invoices and things. When it comes to your promotional, your marketing emails, when GrooveMail comes out, you'll be able to decide who you want to send that email from. So once you're at that point, you can send emails from different domain names. So you'll be able to send a bulk email to your fitness list with a different email address than the email that you're going to send to your scrapbooking list. So that's fine. Like, that email communication is fine. But all of those will fall under the umbrella of the one company that owns your GrooveFunnels account. If you need to send emails from more than one company, that's more than one GrooveFunnels account. So that is that's part of our terms of service and our design of the software.
That is great. I know that people with one account actually have multiple businesses, multiple websites, multiple funnels they will be working on, and this is actually very good that there will be this option. I was actually not even thinking about this until Rob asked the question. I was like, why I didn't think about that? This is actually a good thing that we answered here. Now I know as well. There is Joseph Yanni is asking, I believe this is how it's pronounced, his name. He's asking a very smart question, and this is important for everybody watching and promoting Groove. What is the extent that we can promote Groove by using a Groove product name like GrooveFunnels or GrooveSell as a part of the domain name, social profile name, Facebook page name, Facebook group name, etc.? I see people doing this openly, but was told we cannot.
Yeah, this is a great question. And it's also one of those areas that we differ from other companies. So let me tell you about how we differ and why we've made some decisions. Other companies will say, no, you can't put our brands in your domain name. We're letting you do that. We would prefer, and absolutely we will kind of take action on or ask you to change a domain name that looks too similar to ours. So, we have groovefunnels.com. I don't know if we have GrooveFunnel without the S, but I wouldn't suggest registering it because that's something that we will go after for trademarks. If it can be confused with what our company is, we will have a trademark complaint. We will work to ensure the protection of our trademarks and our intellectual property. We do not let you create groups, Facebook groups that have one of our trademarks in it, which is our product name. So GrooveSell, GroovePages, GrooveFunnels, you cannot use in the name of a Facebook group and, sort of potentially other groups, other places, but it's a problem on Facebook. We will have trademark challenges or complaints or actions. I don't know what the right word is there. Against people. Trademark infringement issues. We'll come after you for trademark infringement. That's kind of what I want to say. We'll come after just sounds so mean, and I don't want to be mean about it, but we need to protect our trademarks. In fact, right now, even as we speak, one of our team members is going through all of our pages and adding the little TM after all of our Groove somethings. So that's an active process that's happening right now. We decided to let you add those names in your URLs just to make it easier for you to promote as an affiliate. But there's no reason someone else needs to create another Facebook group that says GroovePages on it. We have one and it's awesome. And it ensures that we can provide full services and support and kind of, I don't want to say watchdog because that's also not the right word, but we like to kind of protect our members and the information that's passing. And with a company as busy and kind of aggressively promoting and aggressively developing new things, we want to make sure that the information that goes out is always as correct as we possibly can make it. And trying to police or monitor people's different Facebook groups isn't an area that we can take on. So to protect our trademarks and to ensure great information for our members, we want to make sure that there are no other members. If you see those groups that have one of our brands in it, and using the word Groove is fine, but because obviously we can't trademark Groove or protect Groove. So using the word Groove is fine, but Groove products, GrooveSell, GroovePages, GrooveFunnels in your group name, we will come after you as soon as we find it. And there may be many out there that we haven't found, we haven't located, we haven't contacted yet. If you find them, I would send an email to jv@groovedigital.com. That's our affiliate joint venture partner email. And they will take action on, well, first we ask the affiliate to just change the name of the group. That's what we do first. We go and ask the affiliate, but if they continue, then we'll go through Facebook to protect our trademark and intellectual property.
Okay, that's very good to know, actually. I've seen people come and ask me about this one. Can I use this name? Can I use that name? So there is your answer. This is very important. I will timestamp this video immediately and share out these very important details in the group, because I believe even the people that are not watching these LemonAid Q&A sessions, they need to know about this stuff. And you will see probably these links as well in the JV group. Everybody needs to know about this exact topic. So Donna, at this point, I don't have anything to share on the screen. Would it be okay if we change it to like this?
Sure.
Yeah, it looks a bit better, and it is people can see our faces a bit better. I have a couple of questions. For example, Daniel McCrane, does DNSimple connect to CloudFlare and to GroovePages too? I'm not quite sure, Daniel. I will need to check this out first. I don't know what DNSimple is. I'm probably is some kind of a management platform to manage your DNS servers. I'm not quite sure if this does. I will need to look into it, so I will let you know. But there is a question that I think is an interesting one. And I had a similar question from myself as well, and I want to know. So the question from Jennifer is, any advice on where to start first? I am very new to this. So I told already Donna about this question that I will ask her. My question for Donna is, in case you would have to start from scratch, in case you didn't have anything, only this GrooveFunnels suite of tools, GroovePages, GrooveSell, GrooveVideo that is coming out, what would you do with it? How would you start? What would you create? How would you get up and running with your business?
Okay, so I'm going to give you the short answer to this question, because I really could do a full weekend webinar. I mean, a full weekend, training on this.
Sell it, of course, yeah.
All right, but I'll give you the nutshell answer. We're coming out with GrooveMail, and we have just started warming up our IPs and ensuring inboxing, and maybe even some of you that are on here on that very small test group of people that are getting those emails. And the first one that went out was disastrous. It was full of code, and we're learning and we're testing, and we do that before we send it off to you, even though sometimes it might not seem that way. So we're working on testing our email send process right now. And we have written an onboarding series that in about 2 weeks, everyone who's new will get it. And we're starting now to send it out to some of our older users. In fact, the first email says, we know you've been with us for a while, but we're about to send you this onboarding series as if you were new. So everyone can see the content of that onboarding series already. Not the emails themselves, but where we send you. It's already in GrooveDigital Academy. So if you log into the Academy, on the left-hand side, there's a start here. And if you look there, there's onboarding. So everything that I tell you now is going to be the short answer that you can find already there in the onboarding area. So now to answer the actual question, which is, what would you do first? Well, there are 3 primary ways to make money with the GrooveFunnels service. The first is by promoting GrooveFunnels as an affiliate. The second is by promoting someone else as an affiliate. And the third is by promoting your own products and services. So if you're getting started, I'm going to assume that you don't have your own products and services, and that maybe you don't even know what type of product or service you want to promote yet, which leaves being a GrooveFunnels affiliate as the fastest and easiest way to make money using GrooveFunnels. So that's the first thing that we teach you in the onboarding sequence. To help you make money right away, we have a product, we have the sales process, we have the web pages, we have the support, we have everything that you need. All you need to do is find people to recommend the service to. So that's why we start your onboarding with, here's how to make money as a Groove affiliate, because we want to meet you potentially where you are, which is brand new with absolutely nothing. So there's that training in there, make money as a Groove affiliate. Once you start making money as an affiliate of one thing, you're developing a list. All of this is explained in the training. You're developing a list, you're connecting with people. It's time to start selling them some other things. So the next thing we teach you is how to make money being an affiliate of other people's products. So we teach you about things like bridge pages and developing a list, And that is also in that training. So you can sell someone, say, for instance, GrooveFunnels. And now in this case, you want to model what we do. We have a webinar every single Friday where we're promoting an affiliate's product. So because all we have to sell you is GrooveFunnels, but you might need other things. GrooveFunnels doesn't help you get traffic to your site, at least not directly, help you get traffic to your site. So we try to focus on traffic strategies, and there are hundreds of them. We try to focus on those for our Friday webinars because those products and services and strategies will tie very nicely and neatly into your use of GrooveFunnels. Those are primarily about how to get more people to your website. So that's why we have that GrooveDigital Present series, is we give you access to and information about trainers and software and products that that we are not covering right now because we're supporting our software. So, and then the third area. So once you've made money as an affiliate, you don't have to do any of these. You can completely skip that. Let's say you have a product or a business or a passion, and you are ready to go with your own products and services. You can use GrooveFunnels for that. And we teach you everything that you need to do. In fact, we're about to add to that training a beautiful launch checklist of everything that you need to launch a product or service online. And it's literally in the final stages. I took one word out of the cover, and it's going to be added. So that's kind of the third way, and that's the primary way that most people will make money on GrooveFunnels. They'll be selling their own products or services. You also get GrooveCart, so you can sell e-commerce stuff, actual physical, tangible things, not that you create, but that are drop shipped or print on demand. So there are all sorts of ways that you can create sales systems to sell your own products and services. And that's ultimately where we want all of our GrooveFunnels users to come. I mean, it's very, very nice if you don't get past that first step and just make enough money to support yourself and you're happy and you've got a great business promoting GrooveFunnels. We're going to love you for that. We love everything about that. But I really, really enjoy seeing some of our users kind of grow up from there and move on to promoting other people's things. And when we come out with Groove Marketplace, it will be so easy for you to find other people that are on Groove that have products that your people might also like. We really want to create this community where we all promote each other and build each other's businesses.
That is an amazing answer. So basically, let's just summarize. One, if you are new, you don't have a product, you don't know where to start, it is good to start actually promoting GrooveFunnels. GrooveFunnels or basically any kind of other product that somebody's selling as an affiliate. So you model their sites, you create something your own to, for example, add as a bonus your opinion, your review, your something that you add as a bonus with that product that you're promoting. And this is immediately a different offer than the basic offer. So you add on something for yourself. This will make it sell even better. The other one you said was, I believe, sell your own products.
Yep. Well, the second one is sell other people's affiliate products.
So yeah, so basically GrooveFunnels affiliate, then other people's affiliate products on ClickBank, JVZoo, Warrior Plus Forum, or any kind of these products. So there are people selling fitness courses and I don't know what kind of software and images, like stock images that they took, they sell it as a package, and you actually can sell this package to somebody else as an affiliate. So this is amazing. And Donna mentioned the third way is to actually sell your own products, which gets you the biggest benefits because you are the person that can actually get affiliates to sell your products for you. So you don't have to actually do all the selling by yourself. There can be others selling the products for you, and this will be actually awesome when GrooveSell Marketplace comes out. If you have a product, you pop it onto GrooveSell Marketplace, you set up your pages, set up your automations, and then other people can sign up and promote your products, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And this could make you a lot of money. Very good. Thank you very much for your answer, Donna. This was awesome. Let's see. There was a couple of questions that were more of a more of a, for example, Martin Webster was asking, how can I get article text to scroll up and down over my background image without moving the image? Let me just quickly jump in and show you, Marvin, and to everybody else. This is called parallax. And let me jump in over here. I will load in my page and show you how to actually create this parallax effect on your site. So I will just pull in a design block of a content, something like this, and instead of this black background, I will pop in an image in the background. So let's just create something like this.
There are a lot of lemons in your
Yeah, loads of lemons all over the place. So this is the color overlay. So I choose a color overlay so my text is visible and I make it transparent. So now you can see that the image in the background is visible and then the text is visible as well. So now I have some text in here. What I need to do is add on some couple of more blocks on top and bottom so we can actually scroll somewhere. I will add on this one to the bottom as well. It didn't take. Let me just do it just here and then. So when you are in the block section over here, where we set up the background image, you see, this is where we set up the background image. We set up the background overlay color, which is the black, and then I made it transparent. Here at the bottom of it, as you can see, repeat, size, align, there is another option called parallax. When you click this tick box, it is actually giving you the option to move it around. So let me just move this below so we can see the parallax effect. So this is where the image stays sticky on the page itself, but everything else is moving. So this is called parallax effect, Marvin, and this is how you do it. Basically, you choose the block where you set up the background and everything, and then you tick the parallax box. That is basically it. So that is about parallax. There was a couple of different questions that were interesting. From Jim, for example, I need to set up an affiliate system for my family business and have seen a couple of videos that discuss pieces of how to do it, but I need a step-by-step guide. We have a digital course. I need to know how to set up my company and enroll affiliates. Is this training coming? Actually, Jim, there is a training on this one, and I can immediately point you to the right video you would need to watch. So when you come to our GrooveDigital channel, or you can also type it in here in just in a YouTube search, you type in affiliate system GroovePages, okay? One, and then it didn't actually show up. Let me just see the affiliate system for your products. It's the name of the video itself. See, sometimes it doesn't pop in as the between the first ones. Okay, we need to work on the keywords inside the video description. Let me just see on our channel. I can pinpoint it immediately for you. Let me just move away the comment. So this is inside the videos and then inside the live streams, because this was a live stream I had with the users, and I will find it here for you. I want to just point it out that you can find it here in the YouTube channel, and you can also find them all inside the GrooveDigital Academy. So let me just see the past live streams, okay? And here is where the past live streams will be loaded up. Now we can search for the affiliate system over here. We go. Intro to the affiliate system for your own products in GrooveSell. It was GrooveSell, not GroovePages. I typed in the wrong keywords there. But this is a 46-minute video that is going through step by step about the Groove affiliate program, 3 ways to setting up your own affiliate system for your own products in GrooveSell, how to set up your own affiliate system, and then everything that you need to know is in this video. So if you would like to know about this one, Jim, this is where you can come, and I will also share it inside the Facebook chat immediately so that you have it available there. But maybe we can get a question from Donna in the meantime while I do this. For example, Healing Power on YouTube is asking when the member area and webinar will be available.
So if you go to groovefunnels.com/infographic, or right here to the files inside the Facebook group, if you're a Facebook user, and we have an infographic in the files of our development plan. And that gives you our best guess for when our products and services are coming out. Through it's detailed into the beginning of October, and at the end of the year we'll take a look at the things that are planned for the end of the year. Oh, thanks for sharing that. And show the remaining ones. So any question about when will this be released, you can take a look at the infographic and see. So on August 17th is when the import pages is coming out. I believe it's a week after that, which would be August 24th, is when we plan to have GrooveMail come out, and that will include all the automations that you need. The only thing that won't be coming out when GrooveMail is released is the import list. That feature is going to take a little bit longer, but you'll be able to start building your list and mailing them on August, what did I say, 24th for that?
Yeah, 22nd it says, in September 22nd it says import lists.
And then the webinars is fourth quarter. So sometime after October is when Groove webinar will be released, and will come out as we get closer to that time. We'll come out with more specific target dates. And again, these are target dates. They are our plan. They're what we're shooting for. We are trying our hardest to get them out by these days. And if we don't, please don't come at us with pitchforks and shovels. We don't want an angry mob saying, why isn't this out today? Or the ones that really get to me, and I know that they get to David too, we talk about this all the time, when something comes out a day later and people are complaining that it's not out on that day. We're doing our best. We've created these are goals for us. We've made our goals public. Please don't lynch us if we don't meet our goals. We're not lynching you if you don't meet yours.
Yes. I have a couple of people that are asking about some things that we already mentioned. For example, Eduardo, we already mentioned this same question. You also typed in, I think, 3-4 more times inside the Facebook comments. We already answered your question about the agency and the other sub accounts and users. Also, there is another person, Jeremy. We answered the question of how the agency will work. So if you we don't want to repeat the same answers here in this live stream, because the video will become repetitive for the people that watch the replay. So if you just wait for us to finish, and then you can immediately watch the replay. They are available on YouTube and on Facebook as well. So just watch. We mentioned it in between. The first 5 questions that were asked were your questions, and we'll give you the answers to them. So there is a question from Rob. On affiliate promotions, have you thought about connecting the email section like social media share, where you just click a button to email out script that is in there, versus having to copy and paste from the affiliate platform? Seems that would be very easy to do, and it will make it easier for our affiliates. Thanks. So I'm not sure I understand the questions. Do you understand it, Donna?
So I think so. So we have some things like tweets, for instance. You can preload affiliate tools some tweets.
Okay, so this is
instead of copying and pasting the tweet, just having a button that allows them to connect with their Twitter account and send the tweet, versus, or Facebook or Pinterest or Instagram or wherever. I don't know if that has been thought of, but it really is a great idea. I highly suggest that when you have great ideas, you head over to feedback.groovedigital.com. Or is it GrooveFunnels? I'm sorry.
Feedback.groovefunnels.com, and you can add it on to, for example, to GroovePages feature requests. I'm not sure if this is already here. I moved us away as well. But social share, social buttons, please add social share buttons, social opt-in fill-out forms, social sharing pictures. So find the one that you actually like. If you don't find them here, then maybe you can actually create this post itself. So social share for affiliates, or inside affiliate promotion tools, or something like this. Just create the post. And just a tip, which is quite interesting, not a lot of people are doing this. Once you created a post, you can go into the post itself, and there is the actual link to it. So just copy this link and share it out into the Facebook community. There will be people that will like the same feature as you like. So they will just simply click on the link from the group, come in here, and be able to upvote it very simply. So this is my tip in case you actually create feature requests. Just take this link from the address bar, hop into the community, share the link. These links are shareable. So there is people that are very afraid of sharing links. If you read through the rules, it says sharing promotional affiliate links or self-promotion or things that actually promote other people's products and things like this. We don't allow this, but this is an actual thing that can help other users and also our developers and of course you to get these features implemented more quickly. So in case you created some of these feature requests, please share them in the group so that others can see it, upvote it, and then potentially get it done as soon as possible.
I want to say one more thing about this.
Absolutely.
This site. This is a software that we use called Canny that helps us get reporting from you guys about bugs that are happening and features that you want. We look at this often, but we don't necessarily update it. So I know that there are like a bunch of bugs listed, and from time to time we'll say, oh, go in and clear out and close the bugs that have been fixed. That is part of our process that needs improvement, quite frankly, is communicating on the public board when stuff is fixed. Sometimes it never gets communicated that a fix has happened. It just happens. And we have team members that when they aren't busy doing other things, they come in here, they confirm that something is fixed, they close it out. But that's just not a priority for us when it comes to all of the things that we have to do. We spend more time fixing bugs than communicating that they were fixed. So if you go to the site, you see a bunch of bugs in there, they may not still be there. We just haven't cleared them out of the system yet. Don't let that stop you from, reporting new things. Every new bug that gets reported gets moved to our, we use Trello for project management. So every bug that gets reported gets moved to our Trello boards and becomes a reported bug in there where it's dealt with, where it's managed. But we may not get back and make the communication on the public board. So.
Yeah, that is very good to know as well. For the next question, I have again Rob. Rob is asking very on-point questions that a lot of people maybe didn't even think about. But this one is, I was told that even though GrooveFunnels makes all of us automatically an affiliate, but that is not available for us when we are selling our products. That would be hugely valuable, and I wish you would all make that available right off the bat. I'd love to understand, even though that works now, why is it not available to all of us? Yes, so that is a good question.
When GrooveMail comes out, GrooveMail is the hub for all the automations inside Groove, and you will be able to create an automation that adds someone into your affiliate account and makes them an affiliate.
Wow. Okay, yeah. That is good one.
So
I also created, I still have this feedback.groovefunnels.com opened, and could be that this will be useful for you as well, Rob. So inside GrooveMember, there is one of the most upvoted ones. I think if we see the top one, I believe I created this one. Let's just have a look. Yeah, so David, this is my personal private profile. I created affiliate system integrated to GrooveMember. So once somebody becomes a member inside your membership, you can actually get them to be your affiliate and things like this. So it would be good if you upvote this as well. It is very relevant to the one that you are talking about. When you are selling your products and give access to somebody to actually download your course or actually get onto your course, we're using this affiliate system integrated to GrooveMember, we will be able to maybe do these hard-coded affiliate type of thing once. So I do recommend to go through the GrooveMember as well and other ones. So GrooveVideo, GrooveMember, and GrooveMail, and have a look at the feature requests that are there. In GrooveMail, there's 16. In GrooveMember, there's 20. And GrooveVideo, there's 16. So just look at those as well. I know that there is 1059 on GroovePages feature requests, but there is also these 3 that are feature requests for the apps that are coming. So maybe this is something that you would be interested in as well.
And we really do look at those feature requests as we're working on things. We sort them by upvotes, and we take a look at the ones that people are really wanting.
Yes. So Jim's next question is, I'm in GrooveDigital Presents, and I don't see the training on how to sell my own products. So yes.
Yeah. In the Groove section of the GrooveDigital Academy.
So there is our GrooveDigital Academy, Jim. You are most probably familiar with it. You received an email when you signed up through Groove for Groove account. So GrooveDigitalAcademy.com. It looks like this when you type in the URL. You need to log in. And then there will be 3 options: GrooveCart, GrooveFunnels, and GrooveDigital Presents. When you go to view courses inside GrooveDigital Presents, this is where we actually upload. Oh, sorry, I was not sharing my screen. Is it? Oh, of course. So this is. Let me just go back. So you see 3. This is when you type in GrooveDigital Academy. You can go and log in. This is what you will see: GrooveCart, GrooveFunnels, and GrooveDigital Presents. This is the last one at the bottom. Is the one where we actually invited people, experts from other fields, and they are sharing their strategies and their knowledge with our group members. So we have a start here, traffic strategies, and Groove updates. So most of the times when we have some kind of updates, like on July 28th, we had this infographic video where Mike went in and explained everything. And for example, future of GrooveCart was also on July 23rd. You can have a look at these, but what you are looking for is about how to sell your own products. So you can go into these traffic strategies resources and look at those. GrooveDigital Presents is not a course or a training from us. These are other people that are invited, that are experts in their fields. And this week we will have the lovely Angie Norris, and she is one of the top posts as well. She is going to come on and then actually show people how to skyrocket Groove commissions. So this is going to be GrooveDigital Presents. So these are not courses by me or by Mike or somebody else. These are other experts in the field. So yes, this is available inside GrooveDigital Academy. Let's just see.
Will you go and show them in GrooveFunnels where the onboarding sequence is, since we're in there? If you go, go to your library. Oh, no, in the Academy. Go to the library, and then the GrooveFunnels training. And then the first one on start here, I think it says, it's hard for me to read. See the onboarding
series here.
So if you click on that, you'll see then on the left-hand side, those are all the topics.
So these are the topics: introduction to affiliate, how to build an affiliate page, and basically set up a custom domain, and all kinds of different information that you need to actually start out. So it says start here. So quick help onboarding series, GrooveVideo search, webinar replays on demand. If you want to dive into more in a specific app, for example, GroovePages, we have separate sections on videos on this one: GrooveSell, Groove Affiliate walkthroughs. We have created step-by-step walkthroughs. We publish these as well on YouTube, and also here in the GrooveDigital Academy. And also my videos are here, live Q&A sessions, which we are doing now, and also the live builds. These are hour-long videos where I actually take a topic like a funnel or an opt-in landing page or something like that, and we build it out with you guys live. So this is going to be coming over here. That is about that. Let me just see the other questions. Good. Linda Tommaso Savidra has a question. I followed the video from support several times on how to upload a YouTube video. We have, for our company, I followed exact steps and still cannot upload. What is your recommendation? Thank you. So Linda, uploading videos on YouTube is the best if you search on Google. So there is loads of other people that maybe think similar to you that could give you more relevant information. So how to upload videos on YouTube. So this is something that you could maybe follow. It is a step-by-step guide over here, or you can watch. Yes, thank you very much, Dana. So basically what I did is just typed in how to upload videos on YouTube and just look through the things that were offered. You can watch these or you can look through these posts that are also here, step-by-step guides, or watch videos on this. For example, maybe this lady would be able to assist you further than than the information you receive from our support team. But this is something that is not relevant to our company itself. Uploading videos to YouTube is a very explained topic that you can find more answers to, and it's like 2 million or more than 2 million answers. Actually, it's almost 2 billion answers on on that one. So I suggest starting with Google on these topics. In case you have GrooveFunnels or Groove related questions, we can assist you with that. But sometimes the best way is just to go to Google and find the answers there. Okay, Donna, now I would like to ask you one of my questions. So
Okay. These are the really hard ones.
well, it's not the hard one, it's just something that I'm interested in. I will hide this one, and I promise next time when I show something on my screen, I will actually reveal it before I show something on my screen. So this question is, what is the end goal of Groove? What is the, like, we are creating all this software and affiliate systems and videos, but is there something that we are actually striving for? What is the end goal? What we want to accomplish as a company?
It's a great question. So one of my early mentors, I don't even remember who it was, maybe Michael Gerber, who we haven't heard much from lately, but he's written business books. So it might have been him that says, when you run a company, you are either buying it or selling it every day. So you're either buying your company or selling it every day. And we're buying our company right now. We are investing our money into the company. We are growing. We are committed to being our category king and growing to be a single place where anyone who wants to develop an online business can get under one roof, seamlessly integrated support for all of the things that they might want to do to develop their business. That's a big goal. That's a multi-year goal. And it's a little bit hard to think past that, quite frankly. We have big plans for this business. And right now, and for the foreseeable future, we want to run this company. And as we talk to all of our members on our team right now, we have long-term plans for them. I was just discussing the other day my long-term plan for David with him in a meeting. I had it with Simon Leung, who's on our team. Just yesterday, we were discussing our long-term plans for them to grow beyond what their job is now and take up leadership positions inside what is going to be the global company that is GrooveDigital right now. So we have big plans and we have big goals. We have plans for different divisions and different languages and expanding our software to not only include everything that you might want to do as part of running an online business, but anywhere you might want to do that as well. So that's a massive goal. And I mean, ultimately, I could see us running this company for 10, 20 years, but I'm also going to tell you that we'd like to retire at some point. We'd like to just sit back and enjoy the fruits of our labor and eventually turn over the company to young, energetic, knowledgeable people like David that we've been grooming from the start. So I can't tell you where we're going to be in 10 years. I can promise you this. We are striving to be category king. We are happy running this business. We have no intention of running from it anytime in the near future. And if we hope that this becomes a company that grows beyond us, that it either gets bought by a larger company or becomes run by people that we're grooming to do that, or that we have an IPO and we become a publicly traded company. I'm not sure where we're going there. One of those three places, but I can assure you that this is our baby. It really is. We have been working for this moment our whole career. We've been working for this software our whole career. And right now, we're just having a blast building her, molding her, getting her out into the world, improving, watching her grow. When she's an adult and ready to go off on her own, we can have this conversation again, but it's going to be a long time before that happens. And your leadership team is not going anywhere. So
awesome answer.
I hope this is the last job I ever have.
She said, we strive to be the category king. Mm-hmm. This is what makes me happy every morning I wake up. Like, these goals are huge, guys, and this is not created within 8 months. And if you understand this goal and you get angry about basically missing a couple of days deadline of pushing out a simple software, this is just, in my opinion, not thinking big enough. What we are actually doing is revolutionizing the marketing software industry, and it takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day, as a lot of songs say. And if you joined us on this lifetime deal, guys, you don't have anything to worry about. You are on our journey. You're on your journey with us. You're basically not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. You're just coming with us. Okay, so this is what I can say. And if this is our goal, you are a part of this one big time. So I believe this is one of the best decisions if you invested in the platinum deal. In case you didn't, I want to invite you guys to just join us and then come to this journey to be the category king of software, marketing software in the world. This is just one-time opportunity you have here. And with that said, I want to answer Ronald's question, which is relating to this one. When is the actual lifetime deal on this price ending? How long will it be available on this price?
This price is going up sometime soon. I'll send a very specific message to Mr. Mike Fulsame. If you're listening to this, stop and do the video. We are, I'm just going to call him out right here. We are waiting for Mike to do the video that we need to increase the price. And he's had moves and then technology issues getting his new office set up, and then the air conditioning broke in his office, and anything, very much Murphy's Law. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Last night, I got a text from him. Here, I'll even read it to you. Last night, Mike said, I have literally nothing on my calendar tomorrow. Not one call, nothing. I'll be up at 8 a.m. to work on the video. I even cut my hair, so I'm excited to knock it out. So he's ready to go. He should be doing it today.
Go, Mike.
So now I've made it public, so he'll have to. He should be working on it today. We can't increase the price without redoing that video for the upgrade page. So that's the blocker right now, is getting that video done. If he is recording it today, it might take all of next week to, do edits and polish on it. Christine says, take your time, Mike. Don't take your time, Mike. Might take a week or so to get some polish on it and actually get it up and running. I have promised the members, I'll continue to promise them, before we do that, we're not just going to change the price like that. We'll change it for new people that are coming in. But we're not going to just change the price like that for our existing members. We will give you an actual mini launch style countdown, a timer that doesn't change at midnight. So it will go out for the exact amount of time that you'll be able to purchase at the $13.97 level. We also don't, it's sort of convenient that that price increase has been delayed because we want it in conjunction with bringing out another tentpole feature like GrooveVideo, GrooveMail, GrooveMember. It's when people have to take less faith in us in order to make that lifetime decision is when the price is going to go up. Those of you that had all the faith in the beginning got in at the lowest possible level. And that price will continue to rise as we add new features because there's less risk on your part. So it's worth more.
Yep. So, Mike, you heard it. You were called out by Miss Donna Fox. So there we go. Okay, so next question. I have a question from Gary Lynn Baker here. How many page or funnel templates will be made available, and will there be an amount that are released at different time to keep the catalog fresh for both the pro and free accounts?
You want to take this one? You want me to?
I can actually take this one. We were having a design meeting today. We had a couple of designers that are cranking out huge amounts of templates, and you will be able to see them starting from tomorrow. On the last call, Mike mentioned that there will be new templates coming up every Friday. So from this Friday on, you will see an announcement in the Facebook group. You will see a huge mock-up of all the templates that will be released that Friday. This is coming tomorrow. And you will be able to actually have them available for preview as a free member or use inside the template library. Now, there is a little bit of a gray area with the free templates. We want to refresh and we want to publish free templates. However, we also want to have templates be a selling point for people to upgrade. We want them to have more access to templates and more possibilities and import features and all kinds of different stuff that the pro members or the paid members will have. And limiting the number of free templates is a kind of way which is making it easier for us to get people to upgrade. And we know that when people upgrade, they will love it. So we will have new templates, fresh new free templates as well, but we will be mostly focusing on paid templates for funnels, for different one block pages like countdown timers and maintenance pages and things like this. And then we will have website pages as well. As you've seen, we already published a couple of new ones, like there is a yoga one, and there is a SEO course one, and digital marketing course one, and things like this. So we are adding on new templates. But from this Friday on, there will be a set amount of templates, a set date, and a set system of publishing these templates. So very good question, Gary. Thank you for asking it. And I believe from this Friday on, everybody that is using templates will be extremely happy with their investment to a pro or a platinum version, because you will be just in a couple of months, you will be just diving in to the template library. You will be looking for minutes and half an hour to actually see so many great templates. Which one should I use? So it's not only that more templates are good, more templates are also bad, because you need to decide which one to use as well. So there is your answer.
I'm so excited about Template Fridays. So excited.
Absolutely. Is there anything you want to add on to this, Donna? Maybe I missed
that was perfect. Other than the templates are beautiful. I've seen them and they're all just amazing. And we don't produce. Here's what I want to add. I didn't even know I wanted to add this till I started to say it. We don't release every template we make. We actually have a template approval process where the designers make templates and then they are reviewed by a lead designer who decides whether or not a template meets our quality standard. So we create more templates than we produce. We only want to give you the best. We could probably dump 100 templates right now into the system, but they don't meet our quality standards. So thank you for your patience during delays as we are trying to do things. We're really trying to up-level ourselves. Mike and I talk about this all the time, about how he and I personally are trying to up-level our own skills, and step into a role as a leader of a multi-million dollar company. And that applies for everywhere. So our template designers are learning to up-level their skills. Our coders are learning to up-level their skills. So everything that we're doing, we're also doing under the umbrella of how can we do it better? How can we be better?
That's an awesome question. I want to just take one on and then answer it. I've seen this question a lot of times in the group, and I've seen it as well here a couple of times. The question is about currencies. So let me just share my screen, and I want to show you something here. So like that. Once you go into the actual infographic, you will see it is quite long. That's the first thing you will see. The second thing you will see is that we have different things on different dates. However, there is on some dates, there is multiple things that are coming out. For example, more GrooveSell functionality, GrooveSell payments, recurring installments, PayPal risk mitigation, and multiple currencies. So this is coming on September 11th. If you are wondering when will I be able to use Australian dollars or British pounds or euros or things like this inside GrooveSell, at this point it is not available. But it is here on this infographic. It is a bit hidden because there's a lot of things written out, so a lot of people may have missed it. But in September 11th, for now, this is the goal we're trying to reach for the currencies, and this is what you will need to wait for. People who will be selling also within the European Union, they may need a cookie acceptance pop-up, and then also they will need some type of a GDPR compliance, and this is coming in October. So in case you actually have the currency option, you would probably need to have GDPR compliance as well. There are also outside platforms that do this, and all kinds of different companies that you can integrate with using embed forms and things like this. But at this point, it is not available within GrooveSell yet. Currencies are coming here in September 11th. The pop-up is coming sooner at September 3rd, and then over here October 5th is GDPR compliance. This is the like a question that encompasses all three points for selling within and for European Union. So this is pretty important. I'm waiting for that as well. I myself am in Croatia, and I plan to do selling of products and services to European Union people, basically people residing in European Union, but I cannot until this one, and I will not, because I really want to use GrooveSell. I believe this is the best platform out there. So yes, I will be waiting for this. So
that's a big one. GDPR compliance is unbelievably technical. And got worse last month for business owners. Not only are we figuring all of these things out for our business, but we're figuring them out for your business as well. So it's not only a matter of making our company GDPR compliant, but also ensuring that you have the tools to make your company compliant as well. And that's for everything. We've had discussions about ADA compliance, for instance, to make websites. I'll just use this one small example, if I might. To make your websites compliant. Well, people ask questions about ADA compliance, whether or not your websites are naturally compliant. And I will say that websites are entirely in your control. So if you want your website to be compliant with accessibility and be able to be read by e-readers and things, that's entirely up to you. But as I dig deeper into what those requirements are, I am seeing ways that we can make it easier for you. So here's one example. We have one of the things that you do to make your website accessible is to create alt text for every image that's in your website. Just a little piece of code that says something about what the image is, so that an e-reader can get to the image on the page and say, this is a photograph of GrooveFunnels CEO Mike Fulsame, for instance. So they'll know what the page looks like because they'll hear it being read. One of the things that we can do to help you be compliant is put in default alt text for your images, so that alt text says an image was inserted here. And that simple thing that we can do on our end will help you be compliant. So I'm thinking about all of those things. Like, not only are we worried about making sure our company is compliant and that we have all of those abilities, but the easiest way to inform, educate, and help you help yourself by baking it into our system. So that's complex. And that's just one tiny little piece. When you think about all the laws and regulations in all the countries that we're doing business with, it's huge. So again, I think I've said this a bunch of times, but thank you for your patience for all of us as we work all these things out.
And I believe, Donna, you were a lawyer or an attorney or some kind of something related to legal. And if anybody will be thinking about this one, it is probably Donna, because she is thinking about things like this. So all around, like, it is not only, can this software just do this? No, 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 no. There is legal things behind it that is needed for the software to actually work out. And this is why we have people, a lot of people on the management team, on the design team, on the dev team, that have these kind of thinking from different places and different expertise that we use and will be using in the future for all of our products. So yes, this is very big what we are creating. It encompasses a lot of these things that we think about, but at this point we just didn't implement them yet, but we know about them. I wanted to mention something like a question like this: when we will have more funds available. So I want to answer this one. This is Ilya, a very good GrooveFunnels user, and he's a super user as well. And I want to actually give my answer to this one. So I will share my screen over here. And as you can see, this is an infographic about the rollout schedule. However, there is a lot of things that will be rolling out that are not on this infographic itself. For example, you probably seen in case you go to grooveupdates.net. Is it grooveupdates.net? Donna?
I GrooveUpdates.com.
.com. I believe it's com. Yeah,
I think
it
it's
is.
.com. Yeah.
GrooveUpdates.com. Yeah, you're correct. We have a site which redirects to the GroovePages dev updates, and this was actually updated just 2 days ago, August 4th. And here are all the updates from the dev team that are related to GroovePages. So you can see added new button icon elements. So this is a change which is added, a new feature, but it was not big enough and not significant enough so that we put it separately on the schedule, on that infographic itself. We also have Webinar Jam. This was a bigger one, so you can find this one over here. So Webinar Jam was set for the 4th, and this came out. So this is available. But you see, this kind of, for example, when we add a new button, it is not significant enough. So for example, for fonts, we don't have a set date for it. However, we will be pushing out these updates because not only our users, but we want to use more fonts as well for the development of the templates, for the development of our sites, for GrooveFunnels, GrooveSell, GroovePages, and things like this, what we will be using. So small updates like this will be coming. There is no set date on it, but this is thought about. We are adding them constantly. As you can see here, there is always something new added, layout options, and then something fixed. As we are adding on new things, something else breaks, so we are always fixing things. So this is grooveupdates.com, not .net. GrooveUpdates.com is where you can actually be redirected to this post from Matt Naus. He is one of the co-founders as well of this company, and he is in charge of getting these updates out to the group. So that is what I wanted to mention. Let me see another question. Here is a question again from Joseph. He was asking about the legal ways of getting, for example, the name GrooveFunnels, GrooveSell, and things like this. Can we use it? He has another question about in Facebook, there is a cover image and profile image. I know we can not use the Groove logo as the profile image. However, can we use the Groove logo as the part of the cover image to convey a click to get more information on Groove, or to know this page or group topic is about Groove?
Yes. Yes, you can. It always needs to be pink. It always needs to be round. So don't manipulate the G in any way. But yes, you can use it in. I don't think this is actually written anywhere. I don't know if anyone's ever asked this question, but you may use the logo in your promotions. The only thing you can't use any Groove logo in is if you come out and say, GrooveFunnels sucks. In which case you can't use either the word GrooveFunnels or the logo to do it. But yeah,
because it's a lie.
Because it's a lie. That's right. So yeah, you could use that in your cover image.
Awesome. Another question, it's a big one from Rob. When someone becomes an affiliate of my product, are they joining GrooveFunnels like Kartra does, or are they joining my product? Is there a way to brand the affiliate program more to our product? With Kartra, it's very confusing to the customer that they're joining our program, but the affiliate commissions sent are more about Kartra. I hope that makes sense, but it's very confusing to people that I can talk to and explain how it all works. Please let me know how it will work with GrooveFunnels.
So good question, Rob. This is one of the reasons why we created the affiliate widget. If you would pull up groovejv.com, we can show them what the affiliate widget looks like. Yep. We created the affiliate widget so someone doesn't even ever have to really log into the GrooveFunnels account in order to promote. You can drop this right here, this affiliate widget on your account. Now, technically, they do need to sign up to be an affiliate, but they never need to log in. As long as they're logged into your portal, which includes this promotion here. I also need to make a note that we have to take the G out of there because that's not supposed to be branded. Hold on 1 second because that's important. I just saw that.
I believe when GrooveVideo will be available, so we can actually put in a GrooveVideo embed thingy here. So this will actually be playing from our side, I believe.
Yeah, I think we just need to fix the YouTube settings to take the title out. Mm-hmm. So thanks for your patience while I made that note. So you'll be able to drop this tools section on your own JV page, and they can come here to log in to get their links, to see their stats, to get their affiliate swipes. So they never really need to go into the GrooveFunnels area to log in. So this will help you keep your affiliates more in your environment than the confusion that's caused by some other sources.
Awesome. Perfect. There was another question about Kartra. I'm not very familiar with Kartra. However, Edward is asking, there is a 40-character limit for a product name, sequence name, campaign name, email templates, etc., which is very limiting. Will GrooveMail, GrooveMember, etc., has the same limitations?
If you encounter a limitation like that, I want you to message me directly about it because it makes us nuts. Many times one of the developers will do something with character limitation, and every time we see it, we have to remove it. It's just, it's far too limiting and kind of, in my opinion, a little bit lazy in terms of coding to restrict your creativity so that it's easier to code something on our end. So whenever those limits happen, or whenever we find them, or the devs who just by nature put them in there because other companies do it, we try to eradicate them often before they come to you. So if you see any sort of limits anywhere in the software on a character limit, you let me know. That's definitely something I want to be tagged about because I'll go in with my pitchforks and shovels. And
pitchforks and shovels, that's what I wanted to say. And
yeah.
Why is there a limit?
It happens a lot.
So I believe I can take the next two questions. So the first one is, can we add GIF or GIF images in GroovePages? and I have actually created videos on that one. So let me just share my screen as well. Joseph is asking it. You most probably didn't see it yet. However, when you go into the GrooveDigital Facebook group, there is a section called tutorials, and this is under the popular topics and posts. When you go into the tutorial videos, you will see this video over there, and it is the most probably the third one or the fourth one, which is actually a question that was asked by Eldon. How to use GIFs or GIFs in GroovePages. I created a tutorial video. You can just search through the Facebook group GIFs GroovePages, and here it is actually explaining it step by step how to take a GIF, find a GIF. I call them GIFs. Upload them to the internet, get the link, and pop them into GroovePages. It is possible. There's just a way around it. If you are thinking about getting your image uploaded directly to GroovePages, at this point, it is not possible. GIFs and WebP images are not yet a feature that GroovePages has, but this has been requested, and I believe it will be coming. I don't have a set date and I don't know when, but this has been asked, and I believe this is already on the to-do list from our GroovePages developers. The next question I wanted to answer is from Noble Wise Marketing. He actually asked this question a couple of times: how to create a page using HTML from a PLR, private label rights product. Not sure if you've been seeing my questions. Yes, we have. It's just there's loads of them, so we just need to go with some kind of a system.
It's hard to answer all the questions at the same time.
Absolutely.
Haven't figured that one out.
Yeah, and when I'm alone, it is actually good that I don't drink all my lemonade, because I want to give out and crank out all the questions or all the answers that I can give. Noble Wise Marketing, this is actually going to be possible. At this point, it is not yet. What we are waiting for is the import feature. It is finished. However, we are just adding on some things. Most probably, it will meet the August 17 launch date when it will be available. But what you will be able to do is take your HTML that you got from a PLR product, pop it into the GroovePages. So let me just demo it immediately for you. So when you go to GroovePages, you have the option to add on code. You can add on source code. Let's just take this page over here, and let's just imagine that this is a blank page. And what I will do is actually make it blank. Here we go. There is your new site. Now you take the code, the HTML code from the PLR product, and you pop it in here. So you go to the source code, you paste it inside here, you save it, and then you publish this page. You publish it on a subdomain somewhere, and then you can actually use the import feature to import the code, the HTML code, and to have it imported so that it is editable. What it will do, the import feature will recognize, okay, this is an image, this is text, this is space, this is, and things like this. And from the HTML that is not editable inside GroovePages, it will import it, the same exact thing, which will be editable now. So this is a trick that is coming. It will allow you to import it, but if you just have an HTML and you import it, you cannot edit it with our builder, because it has different elements, different codes and components that you would need to have inside the CSS and the HTML backend code of your website, so that you are able to edit it. And the import feature will add on those components, so you will be able to edit it.
This is one of those interesting places where I didn't realize you were going there when you started, because you gave the exact same answer I would have. You gave the identical answer that I would have, except that you started off by saying, no, that's not available. And I would have said, yes, it is available. Here's how. You go in, you drop in the HTML code, and now you have that page from your PLR. The problem is right now it's not editable. You just have to go with. So it's so interesting. So if you noticed me going like this when I first started answering the question, it was because I'm thinking, well, of course they could. They could do exactly that. They could go in and drop in the HTML and the custom code and have that page. But it's true, you won't be able to edit it until the page import feature comes out, which will read the page and then convert it through magic. Seriously, from my perspective, it's magic. Yeah, we'll convert it into a GrooveFunnels page that you can use the editor to then edit and manipulate that page. So I thought that was interesting to just note. Where
yes, the answer to can you can.
You
but
can
you edit it? No, you cannot yet.
Right.
Yeah. But no, but that's interesting, because I sometimes have this thinking, can I do it? No, but you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Carla has the question again on the agency feature. We already covered this one, Carla. What are the features, white label, CRM, etc.? I don't think we mentioned CRM. Don't know. Do you want to maybe touch on only on that part? I don't think we mentioned some kind of a CRM. Will Groove have its own CRM?
Well, it depends on what you mean by CRM. That is one of those descriptions that means a bunch of things to a bunch of different people. Someone on our team might say, of course, Groove will have a CRM. There'll be Groove Mail, and you'll be able to see your leads and send them emails and do automation. So of course there's a CRM. Other people might say, oh, but I can't like put someone in a pipeline and contact them one-on-one and assign them to a team member. So it's not a CRM. So it really depends on what you mean by a CRM. Groove Mail will be available at the agency level. It is the easiest way to describe agency is a bunch of different GrooveFunnels accounts under one single sign-in for management. So if you think about it that way, everything that's available to any GrooveFunnels user will be available in agency. Aside from that, I can't tell you anything about agency because we haven't mapped it out yet. At least I haven't been part of the mapping it out yet. It hasn't been worked on yet. It's coming in the fourth quarter.
That is good to know. Yes, let me just see. Okay, so there was a couple of questions. I just want to point out that I don't want people to feel left out. There is a question, how is GrooveVideo coming along? We already mentioned this one, so we will be finishing up in very, very soon. My Hello Kitty is becoming empty, as you can see here. But we mentioned this one. So you at the end of this live stream, you can watch it immediately after that. We mentioned it at the beginning, somewhere between the first 10 questions. There is an interesting thing, can get the button to jump to a block in GroovePages. Doesn't seem to work. Also, the blocks are just numbers and difficult to know which block is which. And this was the same thing that I reported to the developers. Every Thursday we have a developers meeting, designers, developers, everybody that in the company uses the software. We report the bugs. So I reported this one last week already, and the developers are working on a solution, because at this point it is true, when you set up the link to a block and you update, save it, do all the necessary things, it is not doing it. However, I have a workaround for you in case you want to use it immediately, and you can. Let me just show you what. So when you go and add on some, for example, I will just add on some content blocks. So all these. And for example, now we have 3 blocks on our page, and I want this text, or actually I will add on a link over here. I will add on a text link and make it white just so that we can see it, and make it a bit bigger. I want this text link to link to the black part. Okay, I want this one to be loaded when somebody clicks on this link. So what you can do is actually click to the block. In the custom attributes, you give it a name. Let's just say black. Very creative name, I know, but this is what I will leave it on. Now I publish my page. It will be block jump. This is also very creative. I feel so creative today. But now what I did is I got the link, basically the page published to this link. I will copy the link address and then edit the text link. Go to configure and link to a URL. I will paste in the link, and as you can see here, there is a /, and I will add on #black updated, because what it will do is it will load the website over here with the block that is called black. So let's just save it, publish it, and let's just see if it actually works. When you preview it, most of the times the links, or all the times the links, they don't work because the preview only loads in the design, only lets you see how you design the site. So you would need to actually open it in a new browser. And actually, when it is not jumping in now because I have not made it scrollable. But for example, like this, you can see that now when you can actually scroll through your page and you click on the text link, it actually gives you that block that you're asking for. In a lot of different platforms, you would not be able to do that because it would be just keep loading and loading and loading. But as GroovePages is a lightning speed platform, it loads it so quickly that you think that you just scroll down, but it actually loads in the separate link. And what it gives you is the option to share this link, this exact link. So for example, let's say that this black part is your checkout box, your checkout checkout block, and you want to immediately send people to that checkout place. So you just name it, you give it a name, let's say checkout, and you link it inside to your, basically you copy over the place where you published your site, and you actually set it up like this one, hashtag and then the block name. Then what it will do when somebody clicks on that link, it will scroll to that part immediately, which is very cool because now you have a link that links to the exact block. So I know that this option is not working when you go and actually choose a link, configure link to a block. This is not working at this moment, but there is a workaround, and this is using the naming of the block and then linking it into the text link using the URL function. So that's just a workaround if you want to use the same thing. Okay, I will be drinking all my lemonade very soon. So is there any question, Donna, that you saw would need to be answered?
Oh, I've just been letting you drive, so I haven't actually been reading the questions as they come in. Let me
good.
do a
There is
quick look.
Edward saying about the 40-character limit that it's ridiculously limiting, and he is thanking you for that.
I agree, believe me. I can guarantee you that every frustration that you experienced using Kartra is something that I experienced as well using Kartra. And one of the things that I really love about this company, the difference that makes all the difference in Groove, is how responsive the developers are to people like Mike and I and David and other users of the software, and saying, this isn't acceptable. This is not how this should work. This is how it needs to work. And we really take that sort of feedback to heart. I am thrilled beyond belief that our development team is not egocentric and concerned about what they want to do in terms of development, but instead open to the massaging of the people like Mike and I, who have been marketing for years and years and years, and know how you guys want to use things. And we know how it really should be done and could be done with the right level of care and concern. So we want a frustration-free builder, and that's going to take some time, believe me. I mean, it's software, and it is complicated, or no, it is complex. And we really shoot for complex and not complicated. And that takes time. We have user interface experts, we have marketing experts, we have software development experts that are all contributing to making the software good. So irritations like character limits, I'm not lying when we go after the developers with pitchforks and shovels when we find those things, because for years it bugged Mike and I in Kartra that was the place. And the development team is different now and more responsive to taking in the advice and recommendations from actual marketers. So that's why GrooveFunnels is going to be better.
Absolutely. So I want to just answer a question that Rob has. Rob has awesome questions today, and thank you very much for asking them, Rob. Will GrooveFunnels have a language translator? And let me just show you something immediately while I can here live. Rob, this will making you happy and everybody else. So as you know, we need to start out somewhere, and we are starting out with the English language, but we're not stopping only there. There is already, in when you go to your account, there is the language selector over here, and there is two languages at this point, English and Portuguese. And the reason is because we are launching also our Portuguese version on the Brazilian market. We have GrooveFunnels Brazil, and they actually require their own language. So once you jump in, you can see that everything immediately becomes translated to Portuguese. But this is not stopping only on two languages. We will be working on more and more languages. Maybe Donna can say more information about that, but I know that this is not the end goal. I know that there is more coming, but it is already here. This is just the start, but we have to start somewhere. So maybe Donna, you know more information about this?
I don't know much more than what you've just said, other than it's our plan. It's our plan. It's our goal. I know that we will be going through hurdles like what about right to left character languages and making that work and make sense. These are all challenges that software companies face, and they're things that we will face as well. So ultimately, like I said, our vision is global domination. You know, we want to be the household name in funnel builders. We want to be the category king in this class. And that means having all of these things in place. So I don't know how long. I don't know when it will come out. I know that it is a topic that is part of the discussion. And some of these things are nuances. For instance, right now, while we're still building out the main tent poles, is what we call the major features of our company. The tent poles hold up the tent. So the tent poles of GrooveFunnels are things like GroovePages and GrooveMail and GrooveVideo and GrooveMember. We're focused right now on getting those out in one language. So let us focus on that for a little while, please. And then we will start talking about rolling them out in other languages. Just yesterday, I talked about, I said earlier today that I had a meeting with Simon Leung, who's on our team, about his long-term role in the company. And I really see him in the future running GrooveDigital Asia. I just do. That's where he's going. And that means translating into Chinese and Japanese and Malay and every other Asian language out there, and being able to do that and having teams to support it. And that's a big, big goal. That's his, 5 to 10 year plan with the company. It'll get here faster than we think, I think, in terms of that. But right now we are focused on getting the core software out in English.
Exactly.
And then it'll be easier to translate too. Like once the core stuff is done, then we know exactly, then translation can be picked up as a topic for a completed platform versus in piecemeal too. That's another part of it. Sorry.
No worries. This is good. We can probably crank in 2 more questions. It is almost 2-hour video. I don't want for the people that are watching the replay to be watching so long videos. So we will be, and also we have other things that we need to do. I'm stealing your valuable time, Donna. I don't want you to actually be stuck on live stream all day. So I think we can just get in 2 more questions. One, I want to just maybe ask Joseph's question: will there be a funnel simulator while building sales funnels? So is this something that we are thinking about?
Yes, we are thinking about and in talks with Funnelytics for an integration with them where you'll be able to, well, actually, I can't even say. Everything that I say after you'll be able to is just me making it up because it's not defined yet. But here's the idea, and don't hold me to it with the pitchforks and the shovels. Oh. Yeah. That was the lawyer in me right there. See, she comes out every once in a while.
There we go.
The idea is that there will be a seamless integration between Funnelytics and GrooveFunnels, and that when you join GrooveFunnels, you will be able to use Funnelytics at their free level, but in a very integrated way. Advanced Funnelytics, it's still their company, so there will still be upgrades to use their different levels, but we are thinking about kind of wrapping the Funnelytics funnel building side of it inside GrooveFunnels, so you'll be able to access it and it'll integrate seamlessly. So that's kind of the thumbnail of the big picture vision for the integration between the two companies. They do a visual funnel builder really, really well. And our fastest and easiest way to get that to you is by leveraging them. So that's kind of our goal right now.
Awesome. So my LemonAid is first time in these 10 weeks empty. So we have one more minute, and I just want to read Eddie's question. Are we allowed to use videos that are in the JV links when promoting our funnels?
Absolutely. You can use any video that we give you to use, and we have a playlist in our YouTube area that is just for JV videos. So if we have a video that we want you to be able to use in its entirety, you can pull it from the playlist or make your own playlist that links to our videos. So.
Awesome. So this was the last question I want to end. Now I want to just do a quick outro. Guys, thank you very much for your questions. This has been the 10th LemonAid session, or actually the FoxAid session, because I wanted to do something special on the 10th episode. And if we didn't answer the question, I was trying to get Donna involved in answering the questions, because I can give you all the technical knowledge in any webinar, in any Q&A session, any day. However, getting Donna on a Q&A session like this, I wanted to make it special. So I was focusing only on those questions that I didn't know the answers to, and I wanted her to answer. So in case I missed your questions, it was about a technical or something about the domain, something about an error with the blocks or something like that, I will be going through all the questions and getting you answers on them. However, in this session, I really wanted to focus on goals, mindset, marketing, what's the future, and things like this. And thank you very much, Donna, for jumping in. I believe this was, in my opinion, the best LemonAid session that I did, or I was a part of, which I was part of every one of those. And I really enjoyed all the answers. And I believe a lot of our users are much happier with their answers, or the questions answered by somebody high up in the company. And I believe this is very important for users to have some kind of interaction with the management. And yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you for inviting me. Truly, I think that I would hang out with you guys on webinars all the time if my schedule allowed it. And having a reason to be here is sometimes all that's needed to remind me that you're who I'm here for. And not you, David, you, the listener, the watcher. You're the reason I'm here. You write my paychecks. You are why we are doing everything that we are doing. And it's good for me to stop every once in a while and take some time to chat with you. And usually I do that at 7 or 8 o'clock at night after I've eaten dinner. As my eyes are starting to get heavy, I'll go into the Facebook group and try to answer a few questions. And I usually hightail it out of there when I find myself getting salty. So at the end of the day, and I get a little tired and my answers get short. So it's good to be here first thing in the morning for me when I'm fresh and positive, and happy to answer any of your questions. I would love nothing more than to sit in a room with all of you and tell you all about Groove in the best way possible. But I can't do that every day. So I'm excited to be here when I can, and would happily accept an invitation back.
Absolutely, you will receive an invitation back. That is for sure. I really enjoyed this. I cannot tell you why. It's just like even the information I know already, I'm just happy to hear it again and again, because I sometimes forget, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's a thing that we are doing. So thank you very much one more time for that. Thank you guys for all the questions that you were asking. They were loads of questions, and they were very good questions. We didn't cover all of them, but I will be going through all the questions that are technical and giving you my answers very quickly now in the Facebook group. So just to make it short, thank you one more time, guys. I hope to see you in the Groove Card training tonight. There is at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There is a Groove Card training, the day one, where the lovely Miss Christine Case will be on the camera, and she will be in charge of getting the store done in front of your eyes. So jump on the 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time call, and then join me, Christine, Donna, and John for the Groove Card training. One more time, guys, thank you very much, and then see you tonight.